During that time, I would start my prayers every morning when I was taking a shower. And one of the reasons was because my house was so cold that during that winter, that the only time I felt warm was when I was taking a hot shower. So I was practicing gratitude. That was one of the things that God taught me as he was healing me from depression. And so I would start off my prayers in the shower and I'd be like, oh God, thank you for this warm water. This feels so good. And so that's when I had this vision experience. Now, I talk about this vision in my book. And so I'm just going to read it. It's not very long. I'm going to read it to you. So I was in the shower one morning when it happened. A doorway in my soul blasted open, and my spirit was taken into a heavenly vision. I was immediately transported there through no effort of my own. I hadn't begun experiencing regular visions back then. I was just praying, good old normal spoken and thought prayer. God just took me there. No warning, nothing. Just instant, crazy, intense vision. It was quite a shock. In my vision, my spirit floated above a sea of millions of people. A blinding golden light was suspended above the multitudes of people. I somehow understood that this blinding light was the glory of God. The light was so brilliant and powerful that it was excruciatingly painful. It pushed into my being with intense pressure. It felt as if every cell in my body was going to burst. I slowly descended down into the masses of humanity. Everyone stared upward, fixated on the fantastic golden light, the glory of God. Suspended high above us, in the center of the light, was Jesus, unmistakably Jesus. Each person was either in abject ecstasy or absolute horror at what they were seeing. They all shook uncontrollably and screamed, I had no idea. I had no idea. I had no idea. I didn't know what I was seeing. Was this the end of the world when millions of humans are at once simultaneously face to face with God? Was this that moment each person realizes the undeniable power of the Creator? That moment when they understand completely their own small, frail existence? I had never witnessed such combined passion and terror. Their screams pierced into the center of my soul. I felt terrible dread, but also the most intense euphoria. This experience, radiant with the brilliant glory of God, was the most exquisitely fantastic thing I had ever felt. My body floated back up out of their midst again. The profound love of Jesus emanated out of the golden flaming light and surrounded me. It was terribly painful, but so magnificent that I never wanted it to end. But then the vision abruptly ended, and I was back in my shower, lying on the floor of the tub. The sunlight filtering through my bathroom window was dull and dark after the brilliant light in my vision. During the vision, I had apparently fallen in the tub, but I had no memory of it. I had been completely unaware of my physical body during the vision. I sat there in the shower for a long while, letting the warm water wash over me, my thoughts racing wildly as I tried to understand what had just happened. I had never experienced anything remotely like this before. My body physically hurt from it, and I would be sore for several days. The vision seemed so real. I thought my face must be glowing with light, as had the face of Moses after his encounters with God on Mount Sinai. I had seen God's glory. I climbed out of the shower and I looked in the mirror, but I only saw my unchanged face staring back at me. But internally, I was radically changed. I had seen Jesus. I had experienced the glory of God and lived. So right after the vision, I smugly assumed that I had just entered this new phase with God and that I would have these visions all the time now. But it would be 16 years before I had another such intense vision. So that's my vision story. Do you want to see a picture of what it looked like? I got a picture of it. You want to see it? Here it is. All right. This is a painting. So I looked years ago. I went searching on the internet for trying to find an image somewhere on the internet that looked as closely as possible as I could find of what I saw in my vision. And I could not believe it when I found this image, because I swear this is a photograph of what I saw. This is exactly what my vision looked like when I was up above all the people and they were all below me. And that is what I saw. So I kind of have this feeling that whoever painted this, now I've been looking and looking, trying to find more information about this painting. I cannot find who painted it, anything about it. You know how it is on the internet. So if anybody knows anything about this painting, if you recognize it, please reach out to me and let me know. So, but I kind of have this feeling that whoever painted it, they had the same vision.